Can you stand on one foot for 30 seconds? If you can't, you might be at high risk for falling. But here's the good news. I'm going to show you exactly how to test your balance right now. And more importantly, what to do if your results worry you. Hi there. Before we start, I need you to get 3 things. First, find a timer or use your phone. Second, stand near a sturdy wall or chair. Third, make sure you have enough space to move around safely. Got everything? Great. Today, we're going to do some simple tests that doctors use to check fall risk. These same tests are used in hospitals and clinics around the world. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your balance stands and what to do about it. Before we dive in, please hit that subscribe button. I make videos specifically for women who want to stay strong, safe, and independent. And ring that bell so you never miss important health information. Now you might be wondering, why should I test my balance? Can't I just tell if it's good or bad? The truth is, many balance problems sneak up on us slowly. You might feel fine most of the time. But small changes can add up to big fall risks. These tests will show you problems before they become dangerous. Think of it like checking your blood pressure. You can't feel high blood pressure, but it's important to know if you have it. Balance is the same way. You might feel steady, but these tests can reveal hidden problems. Here's something that might surprise you. Studies show that people who fail these balance tests are 3 times more likely to fall in the next year. But people who know their results and work to improve them can cut their fall risk in half. Let me share a quick story. My friend Sarah felt fine walking around her house. She never thought about balance problems. Then she tried the test I'm about to show you. She could only stand on one foot for 8 seconds. She was shocked. Sarah started doing simple balance exercises every day. 6 months later, she could stand on one foot for 45 seconds. Last winter, she slipped on ice but caught herself easily. She's convinced these tests and exercises saved her from a serious fall. Now, before we start testing, I need to say something important. These tests are for information only. They don't replace medical advice from your doctor. If you have serious health conditions or take medications that affect balance, talk to your healthcare provider before trying these tests. Always do these tests near a wall or sturdy chair. Stop immediately if you feel dizzy or unsafe. Your safety is more important than any test result. Are you ready to discover your balance age? Let's start with the most important test. This is called the single leg stand test. It's the gold standard for checking balance. Doctors around the world use this test. Here's how to do it. Stand next to a wall or sturdy chair, but don't hold on yet. Put your hands on your hips. Choose which foot you want to stand on. When you're ready, lift your other foot off the ground. The goal is to stay balanced without touching the wall or putting your foot down. Don't let your legs touch each other. Keep your eyes open and look straight ahead. Start your timer now and see how long you can hold it. Don't worry if you can't do it for long. Many women are surprised by how challenging this is. The important thing is to know your starting point. How did you do? Let me tell you what your results mean. If you held it for 30 seconds or more, excellent. Your balance is similar to someone in their 20s or 30s. You have a very low risk of falling. If you held it for 20 to 29 seconds, good. Your balance is like someone in their 40s or early 50s. You have low fall risk, but there's room for improvement. If you held it for 15 to 19 seconds, fair. Your balance is like someone in their late 50s or 60s. You have moderate fall risk. It's time to start working on balance exercises. If you held it for 5 to 14 seconds, poor. Your balance is like someone in their 70s or older. You have high fall risk. You should definitely start balance training and consider talking to your doctor. If you held it for less than 5 seconds, very poor. You have very high fall risk. Please talk to your doctor about balance problems. But don't despair, balance can be improved at any age. Remember, these are just guidelines. Age is just one factor in balance. Some 70-year-olds can stand for 45 seconds. Some 50-year-olds struggle to reach 15 seconds. Now let's try the other foot. Sometimes one foot is much better than the other. This can tell us important things about muscle strength and coordination. Ready? Switch feet and try again. How was that? Many people find one foot is easier than the other. This is normal, but big differences might mean you need to work on the weaker side. Now let's try a different version. This time, close your eyes and try the single leg stand. This is much harder because you can't use vision to help with balance. Be extra careful with this one. Stay very close to your wall or chair. When you close your eyes, your other balance systems have to work much harder. Ready? Close your eyes and lift one foot. How long did you last with your eyes closed? Most people can only do about half as long as with eyes open. If you lasted 10 seconds or more with eyes closed, that's very good. This test shows how much you depend on vision for balance. If you did much worse with eyes closed, it means you need to work on your inner ear and muscle balance systems. Let's try another important test. This one is called the tandem stand test. Tandem means one foot directly in front of the other. Here's how to do it. Stand with one foot directly in front of the other. Your heel should touch your toes, like you're standing on a tightrope. Keep your arms at your sides or on your hips. Try to hold this position for 30 seconds without moving your feet or touching the wall. This test checks your side-to-side balance. It's especially important for walking safely. How did you do? If you held it for 30 seconds, excellent side-to-side balance. If you held it for 20 to 29 seconds, good balance, with room for improvement. If you held it for 10 to 19 seconds, fair balance. You should work on stability exercises. If you held it for less than 10 seconds, poor side-to-side balance. This needs attention. Now let's try walking the line. This is called the tandem walk test. Find a straight line on your floor. It could be a floorboard line, the edge of a rug, or even imagine a line. Walk heel to toe along this line for 10 steps. Each step should have your heel touching your toes. Try not to step off the line or use your arms too much for balance. This test shows how well you can balance while moving. Walking balance is different from standing balance, and both are important. How many steps did you complete? 10 steps without problems, excellent walking balance. 7 to 9 steps, good walking balance. 4 to 6 steps, fair walking balance. Work on this skill. Less than 4 steps, poor walking balance. This needs immediate attention. Let's try one more test. This one checks how quickly you can catch your balance when something pushes you off center. Stand comfortably with your feet about hip width apart. Have someone gently push your shoulder from the side. Or you can do this yourself by leaning to one side and then catching yourself. The question is, how many steps do you need to catch your balance? 0 to 1 steps, excellent balance reactions. 2 steps, good balance reactions. 3 to 4 steps, fair balance reactions. More than 4 steps or you can't catch yourself, poor balance reactions. Now let's put it all together. Add up your results. Single leg stand, best foot score seconds. Tandem stand, under 4 seconds. Tandem walk, steps completed. Balance reactions, steps needed. If most of your results were in the excellent or good range, congratulations. Your balance is serving you well. But don't stop here. Balance is like fitness, you need to maintain it. If most of your results were fair or poor, don't panic. This just means it's time to take action. The wonderful news is that balance can be improved at any age. Let me share what these test results really mean for your daily life. If you scored poorly on the single leg stand, you might have trouble with activities like putting on pants while standing or stepping into a bathtub. If you scored poorly on the tandem stand, you might feel unsteady when walking on narrow paths or in crowded places. If you scored poorly on the tandem walk, you might have trouble walking in straight lines or feel unsteady on uneven surfaces. If you scored poorly on balance reactions, you might not be able to catch yourself if you trip or if someone bumps into you. But remember, now that you know where you stand, you can make improvements. Here's what to do based on your results. If your results were mostly excellent, keep doing what you're doing. Try to test yourself every few months to make sure you're maintaining your balance. Consider adding some challenging balance activities like dancing or yoga. If your results were mostly good, you're doing well, but there's room for improvement. Start adding some balance exercises to your daily routine. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can help. If your results were mostly fair, it's time to get serious about balance training. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes of balance exercises most days. Consider joining a balance class or working with a physical therapist. If your results were mostly poor, please talk to your doctor about your fall risk. You may benefit from a formal balance assessment and supervised exercise program. But don't despair, even people with very poor balance can make significant improvements. Now let me give you some immediate steps you can take to start improving. Practice the single leg stand every day. Start with whatever time you can manage. Try to add 5 seconds each week. Do this while brushing your teeth or waiting for coffee to brew. Practice tandem walking. Walk heel to toe down a hallway once or twice a day. Use the wall for support if needed. As you improve, try to use the wall less. Strengthen your legs. Strong legs are the foundation of good balance. Simple exercises like sitting and standing from a chair can make a big difference. Work on flexibility. Stiff ankles and hips make balance harder. Gentle stretching can help keep your joints mobile. Challenge your balance safely. Try standing on one foot with your eyes closed, near a wall. Or try walking while turning your head left and right. Let me share some encouraging news. Research shows that balance training works incredibly well for older adults. One study found that women who did balance exercises for 12 weeks improved their single leg stand time by an average of 15 seconds. Another study showed that people over 70 who did balance training had 35% fewer falls than those who didn't exercise. Even better, the people who exercised felt more confident and less afraid of falling. Here's a simple daily routine you can start today. Morning, practice single leg stands while brushing teeth, 30 seconds each foot. Afternoon, do 10 tandem steps down a hallway. Evening, practice sitting and standing from a chair 5 to 10 times. This takes less than 5 minutes total but can make a huge difference over time. I want to address something important. Some of you might be feeling discouraged by your test results. Maybe you couldn't do any of the tests for very long. Please don't give up. Balance problems don't develop overnight, and they won't be fixed overnight either. But every small improvement matters. Even going from 3 seconds to 8 seconds on the single leg stand is huge progress. I've worked with women who started barely able to stand on one foot for 2 seconds. With consistent practice, they worked up to 30 seconds or more. Your body is amazingly adaptable, no matter what your age. Here are some signs that you should definitely see a doctor about balance. You couldn't do any of the tests at all. You feel dizzy or lightheaded during normal activities. You've fallen or had close calls recently. You feel afraid to walk without holding onto things. Your balance has gotten much worse quickly. A doctor can check for medical causes of balance problems. They might also refer you to a physical therapist who specializes in balance training. Let me also talk about when to retest yourself. I recommend doing these tests once a month. Keep track of your results in a notebook or on your phone. Seeing improvement over time is incredibly motivating. It also helps you notice if your balance is getting worse, so you can take action quickly. Some people worry that focusing on balance will make them more afraid of falling. Research shows the opposite is true. People who know their balance abilities and work to improve them actually become more confident, not less. Knowledge is power. Now that you know where your balance stands, you can make informed decisions about activities and safety. Here are some immediate safety tips based on common test results. If you struggled with single leg stands, be extra careful when stepping into bathtubs or putting on pants while standing. Consider sitting down for these activities. If you struggled with tandem walking, take extra care on narrow paths, stairs, and uneven surfaces. Don't be afraid to use handrails or ask for help. If you had poor balance reactions, be especially careful in crowded places where someone might bump into you. Consider using a walking stick for extra stability. Remember, these safety measures aren't forever. As your balance improves, you may not need them anymore. Let's talk about what good balance really means for your life. Good balance means confidence to walk anywhere you want to go, freedom to play with grandchildren, ability to travel without worrying about falls, independence in your own home, peace of mind for you and your family. These benefits are worth working for. I want to share one more inspiring story. Margaret was 72 when she first tried these tests. She could only stand on one foot for 4 seconds. She was terrified of falling and had stopped many activities she loved. Margaret started with the simplest exercises, holding onto a chair for safety. She practiced every day, even when she didn't feel like it. After 6 months, she could stand on one foot for 25 seconds. More importantly, Margaret felt like herself again. She started gardening, playing with her grandchildren, and even took a trip to visit her sister. She told me, "These exercises gave me my life back." Your story can be just like Margaret's. It starts with knowing where you are now and taking one small step toward improvement. Before we finish, let me remind you about some resources that can help. Your doctor can evaluate balance problems and recommend treatments. Physical therapists specialize in balance training and can design safe programs. Community centers often have balance classes for seniors. Online videos can guide you through exercises at home. The most important thing is to start somewhere. Even if you just practice standing on one foot for 30 seconds a day, you're moving in the right direction. Let's wrap up with your action plan. Today, retest yourself if you want to double-check your results. This week, start practicing single-leg stands daily. Next week, add tandem walking practice. This month, retest to see your improvement. Ongoing, keep challenging your balance safely. Remember, the information I've shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's situation is different. Always check with your healthcare provider before starting new exercises, especially if you have health conditions or take medications that might affect balance. You did something really important today. You took an honest look at your balance and learned where you stand. Many people avoid this because they're afraid of what they might find. But you faced it head on, and that takes courage. Now you have the information you need to take control of your balance and reduce your fall risk. You're not helpless against balance problems. You have the power to make improvements. If this video helped you understand your balance better, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other women find this important information too. And please subscribe to our channel. We create videos specifically for women who want to age with strength, confidence, and independence. Ring that notification bell so you never miss tips that could keep you safe and healthy. Share this video with your friends and family. Every woman should know how to test her balance. You might help someone discover a problem before it becomes dangerous. What were your test results? I'd love to hear how you did in the comments below. And if you have questions about balance or fall prevention, ask them there too. I read every comment and love connecting with viewers like you. Remember, your balance today doesn't determine your balance tomorrow. With knowledge, commitment, and the right approach, you can improve your stability and confidence. Thanks for spending time with me today. Until next time, stay steady, stay strong, and keep moving forward.